Hello and welcome to Kendall Brown, and we are doing chapter number 7, Top Teen. You are already awesome. Well, one of the skills that we're looking for teenagers who are reclusive, introverts, do not want to socialize, especially with us as adults, is a social skill. And today we'll talk about the SDG goals 3 and 8. Why 3? Because one of the most important aspects of being a social person is the good health and well-being. Your society, the people around you, when you're down, you don't go to Facebook or Instagram, but you actually meet real friends. That is what mental health is all about. And that also leads to good work ethics. And that is goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. So, top teen is a word that goes around, but there is no customized definition for it. It's not one size fit all. If you're addressing a teenager, you need to understand the teen language. You need to understand and tell a teen, especially four things that we will address here. Number one, every teenager is unique. You know, find out, if you're doing a class, just ask them, what do you think is your special talent? Most of them, and I bet 9 out of 10 will tell, I don't have any special talent. So do it a vice versa. Make it to TPS, think, pair, and share. And ask one person, one teenager, to discuss or describe a special talent of others. Usually that works better. So it could be a coding, it could be creative, even it could be doing Canvas and Instagram or an athletic future. This is what makes them really, really set apart. Number two, it's all about the journey, isn't it? Joseph Campbell says the hero's journey is about starting from a very low point, believing in yourself, and then going out and becoming awesome. This is what every teenager has to believe in. You need to learn something new. Be a part of something bigger than yourself. Overcome a challenge. It could be as simple as telling your family what you want to pursue and then going on about the journey. The focus is on you. You are responsible for your happiness, period. This is something every teenager must realize. It's not friends, it's not others, it's not if your reels get likes and if you get highlighted. No, the idea is you are the best version of yourself now, and that is what you should celebrate. Your wins, big, small, just go ahead and tell the world. And this is what a teenage is all about. There's so many teens novels that go around. Maybe you can pick one and discuss the journey. I will recommend Anne Rand's, Fountainhead. What a journey Fountainhead speaks about. Or Alchemist, the journey of the boy who goes all the way from Egypt and Spain, the dreams that he sees. You can pick up a book and talk to them. And the final thing, the secret of being a top teen is navigate the crazy world being a teenager. Keep chasing your dreams. Be kind to yourself. Oh my goodness, I can never emphasize more about kindness. Clever people always outlasted by kind people. That's what we are talking about. Then we jump on to one of the favorite activities of mine. Well, you can pick up a book. The picture you see is a picture. You can just ask a random thing which represents you the most. It could be a fairness cream or a sunscreen. It could be a camera, so they are a digital person. It could be music, so there is a headphone. It could be sports, so there's shoes, there is a basketball. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It could be fabric, it could be fashion sense. There's so many things around. Just ask them to pinpoint which one would it be. Or if you have a class of 10, 15, 5, tell them, write the names of people who you think represents these images. It would be wonderful conversation. My first activity is an activity that I really love talking about. Are you the night owl or the morning lark? Which means, what's your preferred time to study, to sleep, to socialize, to talk? Are you the early bird or the sleep leader? The one who snoozes his button all the time. There are some fun activities you can do around it. So there is two chart, the owl and the lark. What are the characteristics? Like you can do a SWOT analysis. What makes owls stand apart and what are good about it? What makes a lark or a sparrow? Sparrows are the birds that chirp around instead of the lark, and it's fun, it's wonderful to do it. Now if you had to do opposite, it could be a class debate, a class discussion. Owls outperforms the larks, or you can even do something I like doing, which is called the idiom discussion. You have heard this little phrase, the there is this phrase which said the early bird catches the worm, right? That is a specialization that if you're early riser, the 5 a.m. club, Robin Sharma says that the early bird catches the worm. But there is also the opposite thing. The early worm gets caught first. Interesting, isn't it? So it could be either way. Maybe you want to be early so you can beat the traffic and reach the office fresh, but you also want to have breakfast with your kids, and you are a person who says, my academy is work from home and it starts at 10 a.m. Depend on which one you are. Also, research 5 people, successful people in each category. They are maybe celebrities and film stars are people who are mostly the party goers, not necessary. I really admire Akshay Kumar, who says, I've never missed a sunrise in my life. Or it could be athletes who are the morning person, but there's athletes who says, my workout is usually late in the evening, the gym time. So find out X categories, Y categories, how do you switch from one to another, and who are you at the end of the day. The second one, being a teenager, is my story. If you were to write an autobiography, what would the title of your book be? You know what? Really, please don't use it as a copyrighted thing. I'm just sharing. If I had to write my autobiography, I named it Chidiya Ud. I'm representing, Golden Sparrow. It's Sone ki Chidiya. And I thought this is such a beautiful game we played as a child. Your autobiography is personal to you. What are the autobiographies you can relate to? For me, I think I personally love to read about people's autobiography. Dr. Kalam's, one of the heroes of he's called the People President. His autobiography, or rather one of the many books, is called Wings of Fire. But Gandhiji's surely autobiography is My Experiment with Truth. Wow. Barack Obama, The Audacity of Hope. His campaign for the election was audacity and hope at some point of time. Andre Agassi, he says, open, find out 10 more autobiographies and find out Nelson Mandela's people around and their Elon Musk has got an autobiography. Steve Jobs has one. Maybe Roger Federer. Find out Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni, whoever you like, and find the names of the autobiography and you write one for yours. Teenagers are too young to think of a title, but in the limited life, what would they be? And teachers, please share what would you name your autobiography? I'll be interested to know. Finally, the last exercise is a lovely questionnaire. It's borrowed from the Strength Finder, very interesting book. And I thought I'll give you the Strength Finder conversation, which says, what are the 30 questions you can ask yourself? Rediscovering yourself is a process. So, this will take you talking, writing, doing, thinking. Just know yourself. Give an honest answer. Don't take too much time. What are your strengths? What are the short term, long term goals? Teachers who are teaching should do this before. It also has the questions we did. Are you a night owl, an early bird? The values you believe in. Where do you feel safest? Oh, imagine every question is a psychological hack into a teenager's brain. If they don't write home, what would be? Someone may write online. That is a difficult place to be in if you feel safe there. Why? You can take these conversations. This is an entire journey. What does your inner critic, question number 19, tells you? Right? Then are you an introvert? Are you happy? What are your happiest moments? What are your dreams? What's your favorite movie? Are you a Swiftie? Or do you love Coldplay? Or you're not a music person? When you're stressed, what do? How much have you changed since you were a child to a teenager? This is an entire journey, I feel. The next chapter will actually follow up on this, but this is a very interesting chapter. Enjoy the chapter with your teenagers. See you next time.